Hi everybody, welcome to day 4 of our 28 days of Pilates. Today's 15-minute session is going to be all about mobility. So movement, mobility around our hip joints and our spinal column. A little bit of flexibility as well for some of the major muscles around this area too. So we're going to start off in standing. Let's start with our feet, just hip width apart. We want to make sure that our hips, our knees and our ankles are in nice alignment. With our standing posture then in Pilates, we want to make sure that we're weight bearing through the entire sole of our foot. So if you want to lean onto the front of your foot, maybe lean back onto your heels again, and then sort of stop somewhere in the center and just ensure that your weight is being really evenly dispersed through the sole of the foot. We also want to make sure, for some of us maybe we have rolled in ankles, we have maybe rotated hips or knees or feet or whatever that might be, but if possible, if you can, try and just get everything pointing forward. Try and then weight bear, not just from the front to the back of your foot, but also from the big toe to the little toe and to the heel, so that you're not rolled in and the knees are going to knock together or anything like that. Then we give our knees a little wiggle so they're nice and relaxed. Our pelvis then, we want to make sure it's in line on both sides, so not dipping down like this. And we also want to make sure that we're in neutral as well, which we do on the mat in all our Pilates sequences too. So from the side, I'll just show you what I mean by that, and you can do it with me. We want to ensure that if your natural posture is a little bit like this, and that's fine, there is absolutely no right or wrong posture. But for Pilates, we want to get into our neutral position. So we're going to tuck the tailbone in ever so slightly, just ensuring that now your pelvis is neither rotated downwards, it's not rotated backwards, you're just in the center. So that's you into your nice Pilates position. We're going to open our collarbones, lengthen through the head and neck, and let's begin in this position. We're going to inhale as we lift our hands up overhead. Let's exhale as we bring our hands to the back of our head. We're going to inhale as we shrug our shoulders up to our ears, and then exhale to drop them down again. Inhale to reach, and then exhale to turn the palms and push the floor away. That was really slow, but let's do it again at that speed to get the technique. We're going to inhale as we lift. Exhale, drop the hands to the head. Inhale to shrug the shoulders up. Exhale to drop them down. Inhale to reach up, and exhale, push the floor away. Let's go a little faster. Inhale as we lift. Exhale to drop. Inhale to shrug the shoulders. Exhale to drop. Inhale as we lift. Exhale down. Let's go again. Lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Last time, working even, waking up our upper backs, our mid backs, our shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Let's come back up one last time. Inhale as we lift. Exhale to drop the hands behind the head. We're going to stay here, relaxing the ribs. We're going to side bend to one side, keeping that weight even through the entire sole of your foot. Lift back. Let's go to the other side. Exhale. And inhale. So we're working on side flexion here of the spine, particularly working maybe through the thoracic spine, the mid-back is where you may feel it most, and also through the shoulders, through the waist, getting that lovely length on either side. We're exhaling to move and stretch, inhaling to return. Let's do one more in either direction. Exhale and inhale. Last time. And lift. We're going to reach those hands up overhead. Big breath in. And then from here, let's turn. We're going to turn and come to the end of our mat to face down towards the rest of your mat. And then we're going to dive over the floor. We're going to dive with the arms. That's round the spine, round the chest. Diving down closer and closer to the mat. If you can't get to all the way to your toes, don't worry, that's fine. Let your upper body just hang here and allowing gravity to pull you forward and hold you there. If there's a lot of tension here, and that's where you're going to feel the stretch anyway, but if there's a lot of tension there, a lot of tension in your low back, bend your knees. And that's absolutely fine. Bend your knees. We're going to take a breath in though. And on our breath out, let's start to re-stack. So we're going to straighten the knees a little first. Don't lock them completely. Let's think about our pelvis next. You're going to exhale as you push it forward. Restack through your lower back and the middle of your back. Let's open our collarbones. Lift our neck, lift our head, and we're going to go again. Lift, breath in. dive again. Right down. See, can you get even a millimeter further this time? Don't forget to bend your knees if you need to. And we really want to trust ourselves. Let's trust our bodies that this is a safe position, and it really is. It's a misconception sometimes that you shouldn't bend over, you shouldn't touch your toes, you need to bend your knees and all of that. But it's a complete myth. It's perfectly safe for your spine to move in this way. Our spines are strong, they're durable, and they can take so much load, and this is absolutely fine. Let's take a breath in. And on that breath out, think about the restacking. So the neck and head is last, the pelvis is first. Push it forward. Restack each level, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way to the top. Reach and stretch. Breath in and breath out. Let's go. One last time. Reach back up and dive forward over the legs. Hopefully starting to really get a little more flexibility there. We're going to soften the knees. If you've osteoporosis, stay where you are. If you don't, let's take our right hand. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left shin. And then with your left hand, exhale and look up and get that lovely rotation. And back down. Let's do the same on the other side. Left hand across to right shin. And exhale. Lift, have a look. And down we go. And from here, we're going to walk our hands out. Let's stop when our hands are just on the mat. We're going to allow our heads to relax, our necks to relax again. Straighten through the spine as much as you can. Let's then bend the right knee, straighten the left. Try and get the left heel to the ground, really stretching here, your calf and your Achilles and up into the hamstrings. And swap. Exhale. Swap as you inhale. Swap as you exhale. Swap as you inhale. Let's go for 5, keeping the hips level. 4, allowing the head to relax. 3, and 2, and 1. Lovely stuff, guys. Let's take our right leg then. We're going to straighten the left, try and get the left heel down. Let's take our right knee. We're going to bring it in underneath us. Draw your belly button in. And on your breath out, let's lift this right leg up. Straighten the knee, straighten the left one. And we'll come back down again. Really lengthening the hamstrings. 2 more. Exhale, lengthen. Extend the hips. And right in. 1 more. Exhale, lengthen. And we're going to bring this leg forward. We're going to come down and kneel. And we're going to come and bring that left foot in front. If you struggle with your balance here a little bit, maybe hold on like I am to the radiator or a wall or a chair. And then start to lift your chest up for a moment. So we're kneeling or half kneeling on the right knee. Left foot is in front, left leg is in front. Relax the toes on that back leg. Let's make sure our hips remain level. I'm going to just lean slightly through this stretch to open up the front of our right thigh here. You're going to hold that stretch, ensuring that our back doesn't overextend, because then the stretch isn't so great. We'll come back. Don't overarch the back. Keep the back neutral, and then lean forward and get that lovely thigh stretch. That's it. We'll hold it, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And on your next exhale, we're going to lean down. We're going to put both palms either side of the left foot. We're going to keep our right hand on the ground. And we're going to extend the left hand into the air for this lovely stretch. And come right back down again. This is called the world's greatest stretch. We're going to exhale again as you lift. You're getting some lovely mobility through your spine and your hips here. You're stretching your hamstring here, your thigh muscles on the other leg, your chest muscles and shoulder muscles as we open up to the ceiling. We're going to go for 2 more. If you want to increase that challenge, tuck the toes in on the back leg, lift that back leg up. Let's go for 2 more. Exhale. And inhale. 1 more. Exhale. And inhale. Drop down. We're going to take that front foot, the left foot out behind us. Think about the legs, just keeping them slightly apart. And we're going to roll back to sitting for a little breather for a moment. Let's really focus on our breath here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Really Really filling up the backs and sides of the lungs and rib cage with each breath. And let's come back up and repeat that sequence on the other side. So we'll move a little bit more down towards the back of our mats. We're going to have our hands just wider than hip width apart. We're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to begin up in our down dog position again. Let's exhale as we lift the knees, straighten the knees. Remember, we're trying to get our heels closest to the ground as we can. Let's take our left leg this time and bring it under. And on the exhale, lift it up. Really extend and straighten both legs. And then come right back under. 2 more. Exhale, extend, straighten both knees and lower back under. 1 more. Exhale, lift, extending both knees, and then we're coming down and we're putting both knees on the ground. You can keep the left one on the ground now, take the right one in front, and we're up into our lunge again. Just watch your balance. Keep the 2 sides of your pelvis level, and remember not to overarch your spine as you lunge into that stretch a little bit. Really opening here the front of our thigh. If you don't feel the stretch enough, just remember we're not trying to overextend. If you want to feel it more, what you can do is lift the back foot and hold it as you lean. And that should really give you a good stretch here, opening the quad hip flexor in that position. Let's hold it, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And release. Lovely. We're going to lean down then. Remember, putting one hand on either side of the right foot. So this time, we're going to keep the left hand on the ground. And as you exhale, open up. Inhale to drop back down. And again, exhale to open up. And inhale to drop back down. Exhale to open up. And inhale to drop. Remember, if you want to make that more intense, or more of a challenge, lift the back leg, toes tucked under. Let's go for 2 more. Exhale. And inhale. 1 more. And drop. We're going to drop that back leg. Let's take the right foot back now. Open both knees. Keep the toes together. And really then relax as we sit back onto our heels. You can drop the forearms, bring them in. Maybe if you can, get your head onto your mat and totally relax in this stretch for a moment. If you can't get your head onto the floor, cross the hands, make a little pillow or make some fists and just support your head then on your hands. Really working on that lovely breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more. As we exhale, we'll lift ourselves up. We're going to allow our legs to come out behind and lower ourselves onto our tummies. Take your feet wider than your pelvis. Take your hands out to the sides in a nice right angle and elbows. And as you exhale now, we're going to lift ourselves up. Extension of the spine this time. And lower back down. Keep your pelvic bone on the ground. Let's exhale as we lift. Keep your feet on the ground. Inhale as we lower. Nod the chin ever so slightly, that we're not overextending the neck. So we're not looking up like this. Keep the chin nodded. You're kind of looking off in a nice diagonal direction as you lift. Exhale. And inhale. To make it easier, bring your hands a little further away. And just even come up onto your forearms if you like, if it's too much, going the full way. To make it harder, bring your hands a little closer to you and you'll get up into more extension. But still not allowing the feet to lift, not allowing the pelvis to move. Exhale for 2 more. And drop. And 1 more. And drop. We'll bring our legs back together again. Let's lift ourselves up. And we're going to come to a sitting position. Let's turn to face forward. We're coming to a seated position now. We want to get our legs crossed in front, or you can keep them out like this. And we're going to sit nice and tall on our sit bones. So think about lengthening here again through your spine from the crown of your head. Think about the nice even pelvic position, so we're not leaning to one hip bone or leaning to the other, we're in the center. Think about opening the collarbones and relax the ribs, that the ribs are just above the pelvic bone, that you're in nice neutral alignment. Let's cross one forearm over the other. We're going to keep the shoulders relaxed. And as we exhale, we'll rotate, just a little spine rotation, a little spine twist to the right. Breath in and breath out. Back to center. Let's go to the left. We're going to exhale into that nice spine twist. Inhale to hold and exhale back to center. We don't have a massive amount of rotation in terms of degrees of movement through the spine, so don't be alarmed if you're sort of, oh, I'm stuck, I can't go any further. That's absolutely fine. We're going to exhale, inhale to hold, and exhale to come back to center. Let's relax our arms, relax the shoulders. We'll take one last deep breath in through the nose. Let it all out.